Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a minute, but I'm going to be showing you guys a little something different. I'm going to be applying makeup to someone else's face instead of my own. I wanted to do this video for you guys because I know when I first tried to learn how to do makeup on someone else, I went to YouTube and I really couldn't find that many videos, so I kind of wanted to explain how you apply makeup on someone else. I hope this video helped you guys. So I always start off with the brows, and right now I am using ColourPop's new brow pencil in Bangin' Brunette, I believe. But I did notice it went on a little bit sheer, so I reverted back to my NYX brow gel in the color Espresso. I love using that. So it filled in the brows really nicely, and it's easy to work with. When doing someone else's brows, using their natural hairs is a great guide. It makes life so much easier rather than trying to create a whole new shape. And also when doing the brows, try not to start in the very front because it can look a little bit too harsh. My model already has very full brows, so putting any product in the front made it look a little too harsh. So just try to do really light strokes when adding the product to the brows in the front. Now I'm using LA Girl Pro's concealer to clean it up. So I went ahead and primed her eyelids using MAC's Soft Ochre Paint Pot. So now I'm going into Makeup Geek's palette and I'm using their lightest shade, and I'm just trying to mute out the Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Not really adding this to the crease so much. I'm mainly trying to focus above the crease because I am going to add a transition shade. When it comes to working with the crease, I like to add at least 3 shades. You have your lighter shade, and you have your shade in the middle, and then your deeper shade. It all flows together very nicely, which you guys will see. Now that I muted out the Soft Ochre Paint Pot, I'm going in with, I believe it's Oatmeal Tan from Coastal Scents Hot Pot. I'm using that on the crease area just to deepen it a little bit more. It's a great transition shade for her. Now if you have someone that's my complexion, you will use this color to mute out the Soft Ochre Paint Pot. When it comes to blending your eyeshadow, you always want to start in the outer corner of the eye because you don't want to drag too much of the shadow in the front because it can make it look a little too harsh, and you do not want that. When working with the crease and doing transition shades, try not to bring it too far up next to the brow bone, but if you happen to do that like I just did a little bit, you could just clean it up with the highlighter shade. It's no big deal, it's no problem, but just try your best not to go too far up, and don't be afraid to lift that brow bone if you have to. Now I'm adding another hot pot. I believe it's Oktoberfest, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't have my makeup in front of me. But I'm adding this to the crease to deepen it up a little bit more. It's a nice warm shade, and it's a great contour for the eye. So to have all 3 shades flow together, I am going to be taking that first shade and I'm blending everything out so it just all comes together. I know you guys can see that I'm using tape. I'm using this as a guideline, kind of like a stencil. They do have stencils out, but you know, tape is cheaper and it's easy to me. So this is what I use. I'm adding Maybelline's cream liner, and then I'm just going to blend it out. Not really trying to focus on the inner part of the eye. And then I'm going to kind of set it with, I forget the name of this one, but it's in the Vanity palette by Makeup Geek. Always make sure to lift that brow just to get inside the crease area because you don't want to get it too close to the brow bone. And right here, I had seen something wrong with the brow, so I went ahead and fixed it because if I had not, it would have haunted me in my sleep. So if you see something wrong and you want to fix it, fix it. If you're anything like me, you won't be able to sleep that night. And Danielle's just laughing at me too. She's like, girl, ain't nothing wrong with that brow. But trust me, it was. So I went back in with the liner because I wanted a little bit more deeper. So after that, I'm going to blend it out and then pat that same black shade on top of it. I want everything to flow together, so I'm going to take that last transition shade that I used and blend all the colors together. Now I'm going to add this white shadow to the brow bone for an highlighter. I believe it is the one from the 35O palette in the far left corner. Great highlighter shade for her skin tone. And now for the lid, I'm going into my favorite color in the Carly Bible palette. It is that mauve shade. It looks good on deep complexion, fair, medium. Love this color. I'm just putting that on top of the lid. And I'm going to take a blending brush with no product on it and blend those two colors together. And if you guys happen to see little specks of glitter on her face, that's because we had tried something and it didn't work out. So we took it off and we're trying something new. So if something never, like if it's not working out for you, don't be afraid to make changes. So I already added her lashes. They're the Vegas Nay Grand Glamour lashes. And now I'm just going in with some concealer to cover up any hyperpigmentation. Now I did notice that the concealer that I first put down was a little too light, so I went in with the Warm Honey, in which it was a perfect match. I should have used that in the beginning, but I just put it on top of it, no big deal. So working around the eye area is a very sensitive area, so you always want to ask your client, is my pressure okay? Am I doing it too heavy? So if they're blinking a lot, like then, you know, that means that they're really sensitive in that area, and a brush is really good to use. And you blinking like a butterfly. I'm also going to highlight her mouth area, down the bridge of her nose, and her forehead. And I'm going to blend that all out. Now I'm going to be adding foundation. Now this is her foundation, so I'm not really sure the shade, but I do know it is from MAC. The brush I am using is from e.l.f. and I believe I got it for $6. It is a dupe for the number, I believe it's 58 Sephora brush. I love this brush. It's a great dupe. Run out and get it. So I went ahead and grabbed the same brush I used for the concealer, and I'm adding the foundation to underneath her eyes because I didn't want to use that big brush underneath her eyes if she's sensitive. Now I'm going in with the concealer. This is LA Girl Pro. I believe it's creamy beige or medium beige, something like that. I'm sorry, I do not know the makeup products off the top of the dome, but I will try to put it in the description bar for you guys. And now I'm going to blend that all out, and then after that I'm going to immediately set it because I do not want it to crease. I'm using the banana powder mixed with the RCMA no color powder, and I'm trying to move quickly because I don't want the other concealer in other areas to dry up. It'll be hard to blend it out. I almost forgot to tell you guys, but when it comes to concealer and foundation, you always want to use a pat in motion, and once you come to the point where you're trying to stop the concealer or foundation to going to a certain place, that's where you want to swipe lightly. I hope that makes sense. I did add a little loose powder to set the foundation because I'm going in with the cream contour and I don't want the foundation to move. So Danielle already has lovely cheekbones, so it was very easy for me to spot where to place the contour, and I'm using the two deepest shades and the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour kit in medium. And I also added that to her forehead and underneath her jawline as well, and I'm going to blend it out with the Real Techniques stippling brush. And to make it look a little bit cleaner, I am going to be taking that same powder I used underneath her eye and I'm placing that right under the contour. It's just going to bring it out a little bit more. Then I'm going to be using Ben Nye's High Definition Pro palette. I'm going to be using that to kind of contour. Like, I didn't want to use a really deep shade because she already has strong features already. So I didn't want to go too strong on the contour. I guess I'm trying to say I'm really trying to warm her up rather than sculpting her face. And then I'm going to clean it up right here. And then I'm going to blend it out using, I want to say it's the Hoola bronzer. Now I'm adding MAC's Gold Deposit Fave highlighter, and then I'm going to add Anastasia's That Glow Kit, and I'm going to be using Sunburst and Bubbly. These three highlighters is a great combination. It's really going to give you that glow. And for the lips, I use Limbo and Clueless by ColourPop. And now looking at it, I should have did like a glossy lip. I think it would have been great with this look, but I can always do it next time, right, Danielle? And I did add some blush to this look as well, like a mauve color, but I don't know where the footage is, of course. But the look is complete. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at HeavenlyModest. And do let me know if this video was helpful or not. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. So I've only been doing this for a few months now, so I am a beginner myself, but I do hope this video was helpful for you guys. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.